Here comes the saw.
Yeah, it's happening on the
coming in.
Point.
Ooh. There's too many.
Yeah.
And that's the A-cap denied. So that's so stupid.
Here it is. Here we are. It's the game. We've been building up to this for almost 2 weeks now. We did do that first week on the main Discord. But now we're back to the Colosseum, stack v stack. Team 1 ANS, Team 2 OSP. We're here on Honeycomb, and we're on the Carrier's Patch. Dramus, Polymorphous, Neuroid, Gnome Puncher, Dr. Bladesteel on ANS, Scallard, Hunter, Sammy Classic, Star Fox, and Goodnut on OSP. We have so much to talk about on what changes carriers have had, and honestly, we don't have time to talk about any of it at all because the patch log is longer than my arm. You have very long arms. Call me Mr. Orangutan. What am I talking about, dude?
You're going off the rails now.
I'm joined here with Vastol, who's hopefully going to keep me somewhat in line. My audio has suddenly cut out. I just heard a very loud click, and my headphones have turned themselves off.
And we're also joined by NekoboyBlue, I suppose, who will say one word every 2 minutes, I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that suffices. I guess I'm talking while Darg is dead. I'm very excited to see how both these teams perform.
Having some modest technical difficulties, I'm sorry.
I'm taking over if you can hear me, Darg. Heading in here, we could see one of the ships here from Goodnut, Plasma Liner. We'll take a look at the whole OSP team. Oh, Hunter is running Hell Abomination, which is going to be very interesting to see how that thing performs in a stack v stack. Is Darg back? Nope. Okay, we're going to run off through the ANS team here first. Starting off with Dr. Bladesteel. He is running a 450 BB with a hanger on the back. The hanger's got some skiffs inside it. He's also running a escort off to the side, SDM, Nagatana, spammer with some Sarissas on the bottom. Gnome Puncher here is running of Martial build, the new ANS carrier starter. Doesn't appear to have any changes to it whatsoever. It's just the basic fleet, some Sarissa frigate and a Stonewall frigate, armed with a bunch of SDMs. We have Dramus here playing in a 250 Vox with SDMs in the back. Then we've got a collection of just different cap sprinters here, just torp sprinters with guns, strong side, weak side. Just a collection of those all around the map. Some S2 ones armed with copperheads and some SDMs on those. They're going to be trying to deal with some of the craft that are around the map, it looks like. Actually, it's kind of like a bomber pair of sorts. We've got Polymorphous Neuroid here running a 450 Axford with some Stonewalls, some more VLS2s with SDMs, and SGMs and active decoys, medium hanger with some more skiffs. Lots of skiffs so far. And then finally we got a Vauxhall here with an interruption jammer. Pretty basic Vauxhall for Raider drive. Quickly over to OSP. Goodnut's running double plasma 100mm obelisks. Just liners have gotten a bunch of new mounts. Really interesting to see how they'll perform with the new mounts here in this match. We got gun shuttle here for tapping the points, and then 2 more gun shuttles. No Pavis, just relying on the VLS1. Oh boy. Hunter here is running Hell Abomination, which is a Moorline with nothing but pikes with S1s, Sa Illumination. We'll see how that thing performs. It's trying to deny the A-cap. We might see a very quick A-cap denial, which will be very big for OSP. Savvy Star Fox here running a Cello. Monitor split off. Okay, we need to take a look. Here comes the Sa.
Yeah, it's happening on the
coming in.
Point.
Ooh. There's too many.
Yeah.
And that's the A-cap denied. So that's so stupid. And really quickly, Scallard running 450, 100mm liners up top. Alrighty, welcome back, Dark.
Yeah, hi. You want to finish out the fleets?
I just did finish out the fleets.
Oh yeah. Yeah, when I'm not doing it, I lose all track of what is happening and what's going on. Anyways, I am back. Not sure what's going on with the headphones. I've been using them for the past 20-30 minutes, and they've been fine. I also charged them overnight, so I know they're juiced. I think these things are just...
The enemy is securing
replacement. Anyways, Aiden's shaping up with the user side of the map, the Alpha Echo line for them. Then grab this really big open space with the Axfords and the battleship, and control it with their 450, blast any liners that come on any part of the map very effectively. That's pretty strong against monitors up there. Looks like OSP doing the same thing, but on the opposite side of the map, focusing on the Bravo Delta line. Got some bulk freighters being escorted by Nacella, which is currently engaging a sprinter with the 450 HE. The sprinter is parked on the Charlie point. It's going to take an absolutely massive amount of damage. Man, that sprinter is gone. Ain't dead yet. Still got the drive, still got a basic, but it's not going to take that much more. 450 AP or HE rather to take it out. Oh, one of the 100mm shuttles comes up on top. Probably going to finish that off pretty quick. It's Charlie point's dead. NS losing that easy access to the natural is rough. They don't have anything else in that AO to be able to capture that. It's
Oh no, they do. They have Book of Sight running over there right now. It'll get there in about a minute and a half.
Yeah. Bitch. I'm not used to 3D Nebulous. I'm gonna be real. Now the shuttle that has gone up to Charlie is getting the exact same treatment from the ANS team, getting missiled, being shot at by cannon fire from Narnia. Some more of those pikes up here. Oh. I think this might be able to get that out. ACAT?
The enemy
Or
is securing
CCAT,
zone
rather?
comment.
No way, no way.
I don't
It's gonna
think so.
die.
It's not going to survive long enough.
Well, the Vastol is firing AP at it. Okay, just switched.
Ooh, are those missiles going to go into the rock? Oh yeah, no, that was... Drama should have rised up a little bit further before firing those off.
Enemy is securing
Fortunately, it looks like ANS is going to be able to get the Echo side of the map. That's going to be really good for them because they do have almost complete control over there with all the gun side of the map. Also recapturing their natural, so they're not going to get too much of a point deficit from this. Looks like we got another strike going out here. S1's against a skiff. That might be a little
enemy is
burst.
securing zone.
Oh, I see! They have guns! Oh no! Skiff goes down. Those 20mm cannons quite rapidly.
It's like a swarm of angry bees, to be honest. They're coming in on this Vauxhall now. The Vauxhall only has no point defense whatsoever on this side. It's going to get murdered by this S1 spam.
RPF's going to take out a few
Oh,
of
there is the
these.
RPF though.
A lot of these, actually. Pikes do not have a lot of health. Looks like they're leaving, actually.
Yep, Hunter deciding to leave, although these things are just dead.
No, they're engaging Whistler fight, these Tontos with their 20mm. I think they might be able to take down a couple, but most of that flight's going to die without dumping any of its payload. RPF doing an incredible amount of work against the low health pikes.
On the other side here, behind the ANS spawn on the natural, we've got another group of pikes here that are coming in. They've only got 41 seconds left of combat time, as they're trying to get closer and closer to hit something with these missiles. Probably going to go for the A-capper, but then they're going to be forced to probably take a suboptimal route back because they're at bingo time.
I think they were back here looking for
Carriers.
either that or just the destroyer that's almost always parked in that hole, keeping an eye on the alpha point, getting in here and killing it. Grabbing it, rather. There, as one volley takes down the sprinter. Absolutely magnificent. You're right about that return path. They now got some SDMs coming in. Wow, Ranger. There's positioning, yeah. I think they're gonna rotate through the B side of the map, so that might be relatively safe.
Yeah, they might be able to get under the cover of the liners, a 100mm flak. If that can help them out. What else do we got going on here? It looks like C-Cap is going to be no man's land for quite a while. No one's going to risk throwing anything onto that because both sides just have stuff staring at it. What's going to happen here is I think Goodnut's aligners need a... Yeah, no, they are pulling back because if they pushed out like that, they would have just got murdered by the 450 group that ANS has.
Chase down the pikes. Having to retreat as another wing of pikes flies in. Supported by some of that armor flag and some aliens. Oh my, Tonto Wing absolutely crushed as they are having to retreat against this just massive swarm of 20mm fire. Yeah, 16 defenders, actually pretty good at killing a couple of airplanes. Although the pikes are in turn taking a few losses as some SDMs fly in and some S1s. Massive furball over here around the Alpha Point. I will say OSP is going to have more planes and SDM. We're flying under this RPF is a horrible decision. Pikes are getting obliterated as they're desperately trying to get the angle on the Tontos. How many of them? Are these some... Oh, okay, no, these are D-shaped. These are for the shuttle. I thought, oh man, I thought we were gonna see some blast frag torpedoes just obliterate this whole wing. I have seen that happen.
Wow, that would
game.
be beautiful.
Incredible. Boom.
I think someone using carrier, like they're using a container for like anti-sundial. They just fire one of the sundial to kill it.
Oh, that's great. A little bit too long span there firing at that shuttle, but they do have to maintain that alpha cap. They are at a very slight deficit. Charlie, as usual, no man's land. No one was able to quite get that advantage. Both teams do have 2 points, so it is technically on ANS to get something done, but right now I think both teams are kind of wanting to be on the offensive on each other.
Right now, the 450. Yeah, they've got the Acelo on a kind of not a great... The Acelo needs to biotank a little bit more, and it also needs to get into cover, which I think it's trying to do, but...
Yeah, it looks like it's trying to get behind this rock. It's just got a reinforced drive, so no bonus mobility, and 2 reactors. Not a great build there, so it is going to get hit pretty hard by the X-Men battleship up top.
OSP not putting out any jamming. They do have a Bellbird on this tug right next to it, and they do have a few other jammers that they could be throwing at this capital ball to try and get at least some jamming to defeat the bullseye. Vastol above the sea point. Is it going to try and go for the cap? It looks like it is inching towards it, yeah. So the Vauxhall is making a play for the sea cap. It's only getting 100 mil flak fired at it. This is a thing, if you're using 100 mil flak, you have to remember to put it on the dedicated sometimes, because it will switch back to firing the 100 mil flak at targets. Whatever there's enemy missiles or craft that are present, that is.
Vauxhall that survived. Boy who lived. Oh no, this is a different Vauxhall. It's currently getting bonked.
Yeah, we're seeing that 450 HE fusing inside and managing to penetrate front on.
Oh yeah, it's quite good. Also forget I do have a Twitch chat that I should be noticeably quieter than Vastol. Alright. Yeah,
wow, thanks.
Well, it's just because of how I have my mix set up and also where I am relative to the microphone. Because I am doing this somewhat professionally and not just routing everything through desktop audio and have split things up into different channels. I had a really good setup before, but you know, I got the new computer. Whoa! Big S1 strike!
Saving the sea cap, just barely. We just missed that. We're too busy focusing on the 100 450 liners that we missed the pikes, just ruining another life. And they've caught the bombers out. Looks like they're going to do a gun run on them too.
I'm also doing a abysmal job of juggling the stream chat. It's so much easier to do. So, just to look at the stream chat. So making sure the recording is functioning and then also playing. It is really nice to be able to have all this going at the same time and not feel like my entire life is dying as watch the game happen at like 12 frames. That's some RPF
Yeah.
fusing on no puncher's longsword. Oops. Wolf trying to get some good shape on the forces that are on the lower alpha side is a bit of a trap, I think, with the ship there and the expert there. These pikes are
Not sure what Goodnote was trying to do downstairs earlier, but his liners are now starting to get pretty badly messed up by 450 from upstairs.
Oh yeah. That plasma liner goes down. He's gonna have a real rough time against the Capitals, because the sauce spam is extremely funny and really good at killing light targets or isolated targets. Expert and a battleship parked out right next to each other, you're not really gonna be punching through that. Although, oh right, I forgot. What is this PD do? Just 2 stone walls? That's extremely greedy.
Ooh, the Sturgeon's getting caught out by some SDMs downstairs near by the D point.
I'm getting ducked sometimes. Alright, that means my noise gate's a little too aggressive. Thank you, Corbeau, for providing tech support in these trying times. You can just back that off a little bit. It's like 2 decibels. Same. Also, I hope
Mr.
that the
President.
great. Well, I thought I had set up my chat box to be inside my stream as well. Ah, there it is.
Have you got it working?
And I forgot, everything's layered in this. So I thought that was set up already, but it was not, because I had layered it improperly. Part of the reason why I wanted to do Tumbleweed instead of Honeycomb, because I knew this would be like tech support in the stream. But the people wanted the Honeycomb. 450's engaging the battleship. Doing a decent job doing some
Oh, yeah,
damage.
they're splitting their fire right now, though. You see, the liners are going for the Axford, the Accelo's going for the BB, and that... Oh no, the Accelo's now switching to the Axford too.
I really need to be firing at the same target.
Yeah, they've all switched. They're now focusing the Axford down.
It's going to be extremely bad for that Axford.
Actually, it ended up, a lot of it just missed, which is unfortunate.
Just Ritter Whip. Not bad, not bad.
However, that Axford is on its own. It does have 1 stone wall on the broadside, but Hunter is now coming around with another wing of these pikes and is going to try and get some missiles out onto the Axford. It does have SDMs, a few of them that could help, you know, chip away at the numbers there.
And
But
look at that.
we'll see. Ooh, no. Vauxhall getting into the fight, starting to fire RPF at the pikes.
I'm just gonna screenshot it. Whatever, we'll get it later.
Ooh, Plasma coming in on the BB as well. It's getting caught out by Goodnut coming in for another charge.
I'm impressed at how good the Vauxhall RPF has been against these pikes. It's been incredible. Oh,
Ooh,
man.
Bomber getting torps off on Goodnut.
Timberwolf might not be long for this world. Whoa, misses.
No,
Looks like
goes for the trap.
one landed right
Only
in the
one
center
hit.
stack. How's that battleship doing though? Not so hot. Thermal and plasma in that flex. Gonna be rough.
More things change, the more they stay the same. Good night, battleship antenna.
Launch of torpedoes out. Maybe it's going for gunboat. It's hard to tell. What are these? Gens. They fell. Ooh, nice.
Ooh, these ones are going back to the liner. Ooh, structure break.
Surprises are getting shaft. Getting their wing fell.
Ooh, this BB can't fire anymore. It's lost its magazines.
Maybe someone is somehow relaying chat from Discord, which is probably black magic.
Oh, blast the pikes. The pikes are fine. The pikes are just chilling over here. The Voxels are keeping them at bay.
Has managed to roll its unplasmid side. Deal with those liners. Pikes and Surgeons desperately trying to find a slot to get in, but man, that RPF's done a really good job of zoning out those pikes. They just don't have fuel bunker to be able to fly on these really wide loops and be on evade and be on H-burn and make it in find their target, and also taking a little bit of attrition, but it shouldn't take too long to repair those up. The Chungus trying to defend its point. It's meant to work against cringe cappers, but Catmosolite is very much not that.
Dargaribdus might be able to get this. Oh, what do we got here? Just some HE shape missiles coming out onto the liner. It's flak gun. Well, it can't use as much flak as it could, but it's also. If it's bow on, the Pavis might miss these S2s as they come in, so they're going to go straight into the nose.
I don't think this thing has anything in the way of soft gun. No, it does not.
Ooh, offset 100 mil
flak.
flak might save it.
No way. Blink, blink. See you later. Big gun on the nose. Most of its T-30s are down too. Or most, I say. One of two.
Looks like Hunter's trying to set up for another possible pike rush, maybe onto the Voxel this time. Exposing it maybe a little bit too early would be best to, I think, keep it behind that cover while the Vox has to commit onto the cap.
Well, they have to do something about this voxel because they're getting kind of bottled up here in this Bravo Delta section. And as we've seen before, when OSP gets trapped behind this rock right next to Charlie, they usually just fucking lose. Because you have no map presence, no control, and even if you have a lot of firepower back here, just you don't have the position. So they really do have to do something about this voxel because it's kind of pulling.
Look at the Pike's time on target from 2 wings.
Oh yes, here it comes in now. And the Pike Illuminator is so narrow that it doesn't matter that you can't chaff this. Yeah.
Amazing. Loses a couple planes out of both flights. But Catmosolite is down. It's never going to be fighting fit again. It's got one alive gun. And it can technically fly around a cap once it gets all this shit repaired. But that thing is not going to be doing that much capping anymore. Looks like some missiles are coming in onto Rocket Flight here. It's going to down one of them. Oh boy. Tontos get destroyed.
As the chatter just mentioned there, Dargaribdus was trying to self-illume against that as well, but there's so many illuminators pointing at him that it just doesn't matter.
My god, Rocket's in retreat, an RTB. Get juice back up and be ready for the next one. How many of these has Hunter lost at this point? I'm gonna guess not that many. Yeah, he's still got over half his complement, I think. What's on the field right now? I feel like Gumbo Diplomacy a little bit more, not too much S3. So yeah, this is 4 of those T-30 cannons. That's expensive. Oh, a little bit of rain shower happening on this rock here, as the flak turrets desperately try to down one of the fighters on the inside of this rock. That is gonna eat up all the flak ammo if Goodnut doesn't fix his PD settings. Okay, fixed it. Blanc. Yeah. How much one low health bomber can do against that? Yeah, well that's something else, Neko, is that with the sheer volume Cat is going insane in the background. With the sheer volume of illuminator pods you have on a flight of this magnitude, that you can't jam it either. Flag going over here to slap this sundial. I might just be looping around the backside of the map looking for more murder. Neither team There's been no points flipping at all, but it's still been an incredibly dynamic air game. Both sides kind of jockey for this position. OSP has lost pretty much all their capping assets, and I think ANS has lost most of them as well. Yeah.
I think what we're going to see here is the Pikes are going to try and do a gun run on this BB, and they might find the carrier instead and dump all their S1s onto that.
I think they're going for the sundial. Yeah,
They are indeed actually going for the
sundial.
sundial.
To furball mode. Gonna shoot it with the guns, and then they might loop around and go after the battleship, but I don't think they've got the burn time for that, especially since they H-burned down here. Oh yeah, Flak absolutely annihilates the semi-active spam. We were seeing it yesterday on a or 2 days ago, I think, on a Blood Moon match. Or just like a decent volume of Flak, just 2 or 3 stone walls, and you cannot punch through, period. S1s of solo health that die so easily. Another round of truncheons going for the Timberwolf. All gonna get soft killed up.
The BB has now lost its last restore, and it's not a very good state at all.
Oh, no.
Honestly, I think OSP can just walk over the top of ANS at this stage. The only thing they gotta worry about is the Axford.
And I do think the carrier player is running out of planes. Oh, he absolutely is. He's got 2 sundials and 4 bombers. That is not really enough. Still not enough. We got some SDM2s coming out here on the Sturgeons, though. I think these are Hunter's anti-big boy devices, but they're getting, looks like they're getting clipped by Sarissa rounds too. Sarissa and the SDMs. Ooh, that's another Sarissa kill. That's another SDM kill. These Sturgeons having their RTB real hard. These guys. Oh, this is Maple.
It is, yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, these Pikes are trying to deny the B point. A lot of SDMs coming. I'm gonna kill a few of them here.
Couple S1s.
The enemy secured zone box.
As you look at that, even
Surprised
in
long enough to get the cap.
They're able to kill all those S1s. They have to come in waves like that to be able to clash the defender. It's a really fragile attack, but extremely powerful and executed properly. More STMs coming into these spikes. No? Come on, kill it! Kill it! The STMs are so cool. Oh, they're gonna spot the carrier! No, there's no vision on missiles.
There's no missile cam anymore.
No missile
yeah.
cam anymore. They do not spot the carrier. Gonna kill those bullets coming down here. I'm gonna try press it down here. OSP is grabbing the alpha point. And if ANS can keep him off of alpha for just a little bit while longer, they might be able to pass him in total score and force OSP to get something done.
The bombers are the only solution that they have right now to trying to deny this A point. We got 3 of them coming down with some torps and KVD-22s. We'll see if they can manage to get those off, but
Well, they definitely can't bomb the shuttle.
you never know. It doesn't have a defender or with a Vs on it.
Yeah, but it
Don't
does
miss.
have engines.
Yeah, it does have engines. But never say never.
The true
Might not
enemy
matter
of
with the
the
amount of
bomb.
flak coming off good nut there.
Oh yeah, here we have all the 100 mil flak coming in, which, ouch.
The enemy is securing zone box.
Oh, some normal size 2s coming in. Oh, clonk again. Very sad to see those happen.
The enemy secured zone Atlas.
Those are all gonna die.
Got the torpedoes off.
Or maybe not. Og, that's fucking dead.
However,
Does
OSP
get the
did get the
alpha cap.
A cap in time.
Yeah, Enos doesn't have anything down here to take this. I think they're kind of screwed, actually, at this point. Clear Skies and Starlit Skies are moving. Trying to get that aggressive position and zone out all these planes on the map. This would have been a really good spot for them to be in quite a bit earlier. Yeah, I suppose it would have been pretty hard with the Cellos. Or the Cello and the Bulk Predators. Yeah, that's something picked up in the Pope games, is that if you can get aggressive positioning in open space with your Sarissa Frigs, OSP's kind of fucked. Because you can get a small enough radar return that unless they have EWRs hunting for you, you're really gonna find you. You just kill everything. It's awesome. But that is not what happened in this game. Regains cap advantage. They are down by about 10 points. I think they're going to be able to pass that. It's going to take a while for anything to get down in the ANS's natural. Battleship's kind of the only thing that can really do it, and it looks like he doesn't want to fly down there.
Well, the battleship's starting to get seen, but from two different directions now, from the 450 liners, the Cello, and by these plasma liners. It's having to pull back further. It's got no thrusters in the bows. It's going to take forever to do it. Oh, actually, no, it's already a pretty decent angle for getting away, but Hunter, now with these last bits of pike salvos that he can do, he can actually just kill the Axford or kill the Solomon, because there's just not enough stuff to cover each other. Besides these...
But he's got to get over there first.
The Clear Skies and Starlit Skies, they're going to get knocked out soon. They've lost the reactor. They cannot use these Sarissas anymore. He might not know that, though, and he might dump all the missiles onto those ships first.
Are definitely operating still.
Oh,
not for much longer.
Still got some SDMs. Going off in the wrong directions.
Recon Alpha. Looks like the Citrine's going to get back onto the Alpha point.
Lock jam vet, okay.
He's hanging out behind this rock to try to not fucking die. The bulk freighters mop up these frigs. And now that these are in about enough shape that they can't do anything about the fighters, realistically, I think the game is kind of over.
Mm-hmm.
Right, pushing his Axford forward, realizing he has to get something done, and getting the Acellos to the bulk freighters.
Yeah, bulk freighters squishier targets, much more worth dumping into them, especially because they can put out more fire than the Acello as well.
The aliens are going to start focusing on the Axford as well. I believe those are the 100mm though, so that's not going to do anything, at least in the first volley. 450 HE coming in though, that'll do some damage. And still absolutely losing your mind in the background. Or maybe the noise gate is working just fine. Battleship's going to move down onto the Alpha point. It looks like the Citrine has been killed before he's able to capture the point. Also got the Levy moving into open space, launching the last little bit of its planes and probably the last little bit of its munitions as well.
Yeah, it's just down to bombs at this stage. Oh, let's take a look. No, it does have, yeah, it only has SDMs and SGM2s. SGM1s, actually.
Yeah, nothing, I don't think he's got anything that can equip it since it's just the sundials and the bombers left.
Not much flak, no way the bombs are getting those KVUs through.
Yeah, no.
And the pikes. Pikes are going to prepare a gun run on the levee. Little bomb run. Missile run. A run.
Aaron.
Ooh,
they
that's
say.
brutal.
They're gonna take a few down, but not anywhere near enough. Not doing that much damage, actually.
Only a few were in that group, only 8, I think. And the SCM's now coming out to try and exact revenge.
It's hiding under the flak umbrella, which might actually get a couple of them killed. Yeah, I think it did get a couple of them killed.
Yeah, I've noticed that flak can kill your craft quite easily.
Yes. Not want to be flying into the flak solution. Very important lesson learned from Battlestar Galactica.
The enemy is
Very
securing
realistic.
Zone Atlas.
I think it's more on the liner player, or like, you know, the person to just put their PD on the manual for a second, because you can't sometimes control the craft if they're getting hit with missiles.
Sometimes, yeah, but I'm gonna be
Because,
real.
like, if you're
if
getting
they're
missiles thrown at you, you can't not be in that place when you're already there.
yeah, if there are missiles near my ships, I'm just gonna let my people do their job. Planes die, the planes die. my entire fucking space
Your
boat
Gucci
is
Tantos may suffer.
more, yeah, more valuable than your plane. Sorry, not my problem. Boffert's going down to the 450 Hellfire. Innes is going to manage to capture the alpha point with that levy
The enemy secured
one
Zone
last
Atlas.
time before the LNs move in and execute both it and the Solomon. They are down by 130 points. Caps are even. They got way less military assets on the field. Goodnut has two somewhat
Securing Zone Atlas.
fucked liners, but they can still get points. Scallard's got two perfectly. Oh, no. One perfect and one
Contesting Zone Atlas.
autumnal LN, but these are
Oh.
both fighting fit. And Sammy's got. Okay, looks like ANS is calling it.
The enemy is securing Zone Atlas.
Not a whole lot left for them to do at this point.
When's the hotfix coming?
I can't believe my team lost.
Can we please fix it? My team lost. My team won. One or the other. It's underpowered or OP.
God's strongest Balkanite. I don't think there's a whole lot to talk about in that AAR. Both teams did have, like, their vessels were relatively static. Much of the game, but the fighters were skirmishing and the capping assets were a lot. I think we followed most of that pretty effectively. I hope we followed most of that pretty effectively.
Yeah, I think so. It seems every single fight that the Tantos got into, they were outnumbered like 3 to 5 to 1, which is quite brutal. Besides that, a lot of very valuable assets didn't really get to show themselves off on the ANS side because they just got murdered by the Pikes.